first down. Ratliff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. On 3rd down, Hewitt. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nash. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 3rd down, Ratliff. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Nash. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and a 9-yard run on the end of it. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. taken at about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Schaub. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 3rd down, it's Ramsey. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Carter. Nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Ramsey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
To throw on second down, Nash. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Yeah, and he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Nash. Looking middle, and that's complete. On 1st down, Nash. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Nash. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Nash. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way. Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
To throw on. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Well, now they'll try the end around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Ratliff. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands. Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ramsey, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's Ramsey, and he works it past the 30, almost to carries for him now. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. Going an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now a give, right side. Ramsey, and that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3rd drives the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal. Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On first down, Ratliff. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Nash. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
The solid stiff arm, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Nash. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 6. He's going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Shum.
He'll get that one to Carter, complete.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll look to throw again. 23. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Giants still very much in the playoff picture here at the halfway point as they up their record to 5-3 with the win. And finally, a good one scheduled for Monday Night Football between the Washington football team and the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast teams of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. They'll run on first down. Hewitt. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Back to throw here. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He'll buy some, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nash. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The whole idea of the screen pass is to fool the defense in a big way and create a big play.
They weren't fooled.
Not 1 second, not 1 bit. How about them figuring it out, diagnosing it, and spilling it for lost yardage?
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Hewitt. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Nash. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run on first down. Hewitt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Nash. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tyler. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
You know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 102 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Got his man on the out route. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. They'll look to throw here. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
2nd down at 5.
Back to throw. Nash. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Nash. Over the middle, complete. It's Richards. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, Nash got his man complete over the middle. It's Tyler. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Nash. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 2nd and inches, Schaub. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now this throw caught left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Shaw. He finds his man, complete. That's Flowers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control. And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play. The offense has had its moments, too. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. On 2nd down, Hewitt. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground.